accounts. So audit and those kind of things would be important. And of course, the data maintenance. And these are the, see, it's not that only by providing data, the all the transparencies will be taken care of. Here we have what we have seen, I have seen is that you have prepared a template for capturing data. It's a very voluminous report. I don't know how many of them will be able to adhere to that. That's one question of it. That's the part. That part, even if that they are able to provide the data on this format, how many banks would be able to consider that? How many NBFCs would be considering that? So we should be bringing out something which will help the MFIs to what do you call to tide over their issue of getting not getting loans by bringing the adequate practices and process. So what are the things which are required for that? As what are the things banks are looking for? Because you must have talked to many banks, you must have talked to many NBFCs. So what are the things they are looking forward for it? That is what we should be suggesting. So this is how it should be there for them to go for the funding support. So that's what I feel. Probably that is not there. Here I have seen only a template has been prepared for data capture and nothing beyond that.
Okay, sir. Thanks for the update. Basically, my understanding was the same what you have told. I have given my first PPT of when I shared the first draft of my information with other team. They said they want what is there, what are the other banks are looking at in a tabular form. Then I prepared the tabular form, saying that which are small and medium MFIs, where which are the banks they will not be able to go to. Which are the banks they will be able to go to, like DFI or State Bank of India somewhere, they are ideate in terms of looking at. And then the team said that you have to put all the information first, and then we will filter it out. What is required, what is not. So what I did is that whatever policy I was able to get to from banks or from a larger PFC who are lending to multi-financial institutions, and also the DFI, I tried to capture that in a tableau format and gave a reason that why MFI, why our coming to the point of data, 3 points: governance, accountability, accounts, and data. Now, when we do a rating, when CRISIL or CRISIL does a rating, we consider accounting standards, data interpretations, and governance into larger. So, what are the challenges we face in each aspect when the grade is assigned or when the rating is assigned? Predominantly, credit rating is driven by the cash flow of the organization and the capital strength of the organization. Whereas rating is completely driven by the transparency of governance, data management, accountability in terms of internal audit, governance, and all. Okay, so that is what my focus was predominantly on. What kind of data is MFI able to see? What kind of data banks is there? So my call with the current team was saying that can you, because I have spoken to only State Bank of India, Kotak Mahindra Bank, ICICI Bank, NABARD. NABARD also says that we are looking at the top tier. So I want to speak to MFI and understand whether you will be able to integrate this data. So we were supposed to have a call with the MFI and I don't know what happened. So I said you will be connecting me to have a general conference call or a webinar for 30 minutes. Let me put this data process to them whether they will be able to do the data. But when I spoke to Gaurav Gupta, when I was exactly with Gaurav, and I asked Gaurav whether this information will be able to, whether the MFI will be able to provide this information or not. Gaurav was very candidly saying that the MFI will be able to provide this information because nobody is asking this information and the MFI is not providing. That gave me a strength because Ananya Finance has been working with the lowest of the with the small MFIs work, and they have seen the kind of data challenges they have. So when I spoke to Gaurav clearly on this, because you are dealing with around 40 to 50 MFIs this time, whether they will be able to see this kind of data or we need to moderate the data. They said there is no challenge with the MFIs to give the data. They have all the data, whichever format, whichever parameters you want, they can give the data. So that gives me a comfort that from MFI side it will come. Now we have to see whether banks will be able to. Now the challenge for me, if I had a banker, you are a banker, you know how to do it. Where is the question? Question is on the government because there are developmental sectors, guys who are independent directors,
Exactly.
And then there are challenges in terms of data integrity. Whether my portfolio which is on ground is correct or not. So what I told Gaurav is that, okay, I take your point of independent director. I have added that independent director into the slide. I've added it to the report. And I also asked him, now from MFI perspective, if I have a good MFI with 50 crores, having a capital of 10 crores, 40 crores, but still banks are not coming to me and lending it. What should I do? So then my information would be whatever 50 crores I have portfolio, I will say this is my region, this is my red, yellow, green zone, and this is my good portfolio, and this is what I am performing, and this is my entire micro level information of my portfolio. Will that help? So that is what we have. I have spoken to two banks. They said they want to see the kind of data because what happens in the banking sector also. They rely on rating report. They say, okay, rating report aa gaya, we will make a comment that this is as per the standard, not as per the standard, half percentage lower, half percentage higher based on the rating report. But if bankers like under BC funding, under business corporate funding, 80% lies in the bank and 20% will be MFI. Okay, so this data interpretation which is coming. So I spoke to someone who manages the BC portfolio to a large extent from NBFC side, which is Kotak Mahindra. Sorry, I spoke to Kotak Mahindra. So they are taking this data from MFI, district-wise, area-wise, filtering it, and then selecting the portfolio on the BC side. So this gives me an assurance saying that this is done from the small MFI. I think the flow of money, flow of funds for the various small MFI will come. Basically, all that discussion which has written, I have captured everything. So what needs to be filtered out, I can always look at what needs to be there in the report, because my initial thought process was how we can improve the funding to middle farmers. That was the objective.
That is the objective, yes.
Yeah. So based on that, so I am least bothered about top MFIs, large MFIs, 500 crore MFIs. So I am targeting my target is 100 crores below.
That is true.
Right. So, but when the discussion happened, they said capture everything and then we'll see what is to do.
See, let me tell you, Sudhir, let me tell you. See, last year when we had our this lenders meet, see, most of the bankers and the people who, lenders who were present there, they were all talking about the Sambandh and Margadarshak. See, and the issue of lack of transparency, lack of good governance. See, this is what the whole discussion was, and they felt that this is the reason why they are not in a position to come. I mean, take up lending in a bigger way, especially in that smaller segment. There are banks which are providing loans to the smaller segment, like State Bank of India. State Bank of India, they don't have any such thing like 500 crore or something. They are even giving for smaller enterprise, but based on some kind of a assessment from their side and as per the requirement. Bandhan is one bank which has been supporting MFIs, smaller MFIs also, and of course that Arpita Garke, one CFO is there. She was the one most vocal in as far as the transparency and governance part is concerned. So you should be talking to her. You should be talking to the State Bank of India. You should be talking to because NABARD and SIDBI, they are big players. I don't think that they will come down to some of the NBFCs like NAB Samruddhi or NAB Fins, or there is their subsidiaries, NABARD subsidiaries, or something like the MAS and Ananias and Tata Capital, or whatever the NBFC side, what are they saying? Here I find that the report which has shown to me, a report, I can't call it as a report also, whatever thing which has shown to me is that it talks about everybody wants only 500 and above, nobody wants to come down below 3 lenders. Then what is the purpose of preparing the whole thing? Then the whole thing is meaningless exercise for us. Even if they collect all these things, if they are adhering to this kind of thing, we have to tell that if they come out with a more transparent mechanism, whether bank will be bank will be able to consider that. Is there any such cases? I mean, Saibal was telling a couple of success cases. He was telling that there are some some specific cases in where because of this, banks were able to consider. If there are any such cases, that should be quoted. That should be brought down as some kind of a success cases. That will help the MFIs to, make the changes or make the required data collection, whatever is required. Otherwise, it's a meaningless exercise, I feel. So I think your thoughts in the whatever you had in the initial thoughts, I think that was a right approach. We have to work along with that.
Sir, we have met, I personally met people of their team in Bombay.
Hmm?
I met the people of their team in Bombay, the entire team. GM, AGM, area manager, and the officer.
You talk to them?
I met them, and we had a call. Sadan and me and had a call with the state of the also.
Okay. So they must have given you what are the things that they are looking forward for.
Accept that. I have kept it. They say 100 crores and above.
No, that is the only requirement.
Yes. And the requirement, that is what I was speaking to State Bank of India saying that sir, 100 crores portfolio, these are the challenges, and below this, whatever we are looking at. Then he said, this is my, so I have met them and I have written a mail to Sadan also, saying that these are the things, and we spoke. We, Sadan, myself, and SJ of State Bank of India had a conference call.
Yeah, I'm saying that, okay, if they say 100 crores and above, anybody with 100 crores and above, are they willing to consider? See, when you are calling a transparency manual, we are looking at how more transparency can be brought into the system. By just giving data, it is not a transparency. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to bring, it has to become a holistic thing. It can't be partly addressing only one aspect of it. Data is one of the aspects, but then there are, as a later I know, because I was in NABARD, I used to lend to NBFCs and MFIs. There are certain things we are looking for. What kind of comfort? The governance is a major important thing. And you rightly said about the constitution of the board, constitution of the board, the regularity of the meetings, the keeping of minutes and records, then circulating the agenda well in advance. All those things, that governance part is an important thing. Even not only at the governance part, even the management team is an important thing, which about the experience and all those things. Then the account part, account part may the audit, internal audit, the regular statutory audit, publication of accounts. I'm saying that let's bring it as a comprehensive manual which will help them to take care of that, and then based on that, it's up to them to approach the bank and get the funding support if they are able to adhere to those.
We also tried reaching out to Bandhan. I know Asita very well, and Sadan team also put the Asita to create part because the entire background about this transparency manual was from Sadan from other departments. That was
Arpita, you had a talk? Did you talk to her, Arpita?
any meeting to us.
Eh? You
They
did?
don't do anything to us for the last 3-4 months. We have been trying, I think Sangeeta ji and Temple have been trying continuously to reach out to us to understand because one of the requirements coming from Bandhan was to transfer the manual. And they just
Exactly. She only, that's what the whole thing started from there only. She only brought out this thing very vehemently, very vocally. So that definitely you have to at least go there and meet her here if she's not coming on to the, or we can then take the help of Ghosh if that is the case. If she's not able to talk to you, at least we ask Ghosh to come forward and help us in doing it, because it's for the sector we are doing it.
they were trying Arjuna ko. There are people have been chasing, I've been chasing them to give me.
Sangeeta, did you try? Sangeeta.
I tried, sir. I always messaged her 3 times, 4 times. She didn't see even my message. So again, I called her through
Sangeeta,
Seven.
if she's not responding, what is the next step we should do? We should escalate to the next higher level.
Yes, sir.
Did you do that? Did you bring it to me, my notice? At least we can talk to Ghoshda.
Okay, sir. So I told Seval. So Seval tried and
Cyber also couldn't. Cyber also couldn't
Seval also couldn't
get through.
No, sir.
She didn't respond to him also.
Not to her, him also, sir.
Then we should have taken up with Ghoshda. See, you yourself know that how did we start the whole process? It is she only made a long list of things, what MFI should do. So I found that if you can coordinate, collate all those information and put it as a proper document, that will help everyone to adhere to that and get some benefit out of that. Otherwise, it's of no use.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That.
Let's see if we can talk to Ghosh.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Let me try to.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
What I will do is
And then what else?
yeah. What I will do is that I have the entire template what from the rating perspective what we are. Normally that is what the lender also asks, like board meeting, how many board meetings, internal audit meetings, code of internal audit, senior level management meetings, audit committee meetings, all other
Exactly.
I will capture all that. That's not a problem. Okay, so if that is requirement, I will put it. So when I am saying one of the requirement of the lender is rating and grading. Okay, under rating and grading, everything captures. So any rating agency will go through whether the ratings have been done. That's a standard process. If that correct process has to be there, I can capture it because the template is usually there.
Yeah. See, smaller MFIs don't be going for a rating at all. They'll have a grading definitely. They may not be going for a rating at all. But then for achieving that rating objective, what are the requirements? I am sure you have that different requirements of that. And
For grading also. So grading is much more elaborated for this particular health of a microfinance institution than a rating. So I am focusing on grading.
okay. So I'll make it a comprehensive one. I'm saying that let's not see, data alone is not going to solve the problem. Nobody is going to give you by putting your data into this form. And this format itself, I find it not that easy. I don't know. Data must be there here and there, but bringing them in so many granular way.
My suggestion to the team was saying that let's have a call with the MFIs, 30, 40 MFIs together and say that these are the challenges you are facing. Can you give us this data? How many of the MFIs can give this data based on MFIs? What is the MFIs they have? And with that, we go to state bank of India and say, and we can have a call with state bank of India or other city or other stuff if you are there. This is the data MFIs can give. That's the information. How SBI can help. So this is how we should move forward. So both of them have to come together and the challenge is data interpretation of one is the interpretation of data and the getting information. Thereby availability of information. So if NFIs are able to say we are able to do this, then we have to come back and say that this is the second party. Now rating agency will look at any data at that point of time, and this is the second party and then trace of it and then see how we can mitigate that. That is what I was looking at. Talking 16 to 30, 40 people. Because when I spoke to the person who is heading the Northeast region, MFI, the name क्या from Das, Sharad. So he said, "This is the challenge for me is the data interpretation." I said, if I am able to mitigate the data interpretation, can Netflix? So I know Netflix very well. Can Netflix will be able to help you? If the Netflix is anyway helping me, helping small and mid-sized. So then he said, how answer State Bank of India? No, sir, उनके सबके लिए you require a rating or definitely a grading. Grading will take care of most things, but the final data, the micro level data, whether you will be able to do. He said we should be able to. And he was talking about the entire Northeast data. So I spoke to him in length.
So let's do one thing. See, I think this is half cooked. So maybe it is not sufficient to be a document to be released. We can make some more of effort. Anyway, 23rd we are having our next lenders meeting. I hope you can also join us there. And we will be specifically asking some of the bankers to indicate the requirements and.
Sir, I have shared a presentation. The presentation is just on 5 aspects of capital. Predominantly focusing on the requirement. Look at that. See your views. I will incorporate more if you want. I will be discussing that in a presentation format much more final, keeping MFIs in one side and keeping banks on one side. I want to come to the saying that what will help the people to land and what will help the MFI to get money from the bank.
Okay. Let me look at that. I have a meeting to attend, so I'm leaving now. So.
Comment and then I will be able to incorporate. If another round of discussion needs to happen, I am open to it.
ठीक ठीक ओके देन बाय गुड डे
बाय बाय। संगीता जी,
हाँ जी सर।
ये पूरा यूटर्न हुआ है। मेरे को लग रहा था, क्योंकि इसलिए मैंने आप लोगों को क्लिप बना के दिया था कि जो चाहिए ठीक है। रिकॉर्ड रिकॉर्ड में डालने के लिए, रिपोर्ट में डालने के लिए मटेरियल सब है, मैंने सिर्फ ब्रॉडर पर्सपेक्टिव डाला है। अगर सबको वही देखना है, ये क्या जाने मतलब ये अपना चीज दूसरी समय लेंडर पर्सनली लेंडर को क्या कह देना है, वो रेटिंग कर देता है पूरा, इसलिए लेंडर को देखना पड़ता है।
सर वो सब मैं आपको काफी बोल रही थी ना इधर उधर से कि जितने सारे आपके पास मटेरियल है वो आर्गुमेंट थोड़ा सा बिल्ड करने की जरूरत थी, जो वो देख नहीं पा रहे, तो वो
देखिए सिंपल से पड़ता है। अगर आप लेंडर है, ठीक है, आप थर्ड पार्टी ओपिनियन रिपोर्ट देखेंगे मैंडेटरी। अगर उसका 10 करोड़ का मैं देख रहा है, बोलो तो ट्रेडिंग चाहिए, ट्रेडिंग का प्रोसेस तो पूरा ट्रेडिंग का प्रोसेस नहीं जा सकता। मैं बोलूंगा कि बहुत गवर्नमेंट बोर्ड मेंबर से कब तक मूव किया, उसके अलावा कौन सी कमेटी है, वो कमेटी पे कौन से नंबर है, वो कमेटी के रिपोर्ट, वो सब हम लोग
सर एक जगह अगर वो हो जाए तो फिर बात करना आसान होता है ना हम लोगों को।
तो मेरे पास में डालने के लिए मेरे को क्या पूछने रिकॉर्ड में डालने के लिए, तो मैंने सिर्फ तो हाइलाइट करती हूँ। अगर आप रिपोर्ट देखेंगे आपके पास टाइम
कोई बात नहीं सर, आप एक बार वो सारा डाल दीजिए, वो एक बार देख लें एज इट इज। आप लोग मिल रहे हैं 23rd को, तो देन वो बेटर पर्सपेक्टिव हो जाएगा, आप भी रिप्लाई कर पाओगे ना।
बनाया बोला था कि आप देखो कि गवर्नमेंट क्या करोगे, आप इसमें आइए पेज नंबर 10 में आइए।
सर मुझे नहीं दिख रहा है, आप शेयर कर रहे हैं क्या?
मैं शेयर नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं आपको रिपोर्ट देने को बोला, मैं शेयर कर सकता हूँ। आपको दिख रहा है?
हाँ अभी दिखा दिखा।
बोर्ड में है ना, जिसका बोर्ड मेंबर भी प्रोफाइल ऑफ बोर्ड मेंबर कीवर्ड एक्टिविटीज का बोर्ड मेंबर क्या है, बोर्ड कमेटी में बोर्ड ने विजन ऑफ द क्लियर वैल्यू
टेबल सारे तो मैंने देखा है सर कि वो हाँ
दिखाएंगे। रेटिंग रिपोर्ट लास्ट 3 ईयर रेटिंग रिपोर्ट मैं 2 साल का भी नहीं देखा, मैं 3 साल का रिपोर्ट
हाँ
ठीक है। अभी उनको और चीज तो डाल देता हूँ मैं, बिकॉज़ मेरे को मालूम है उनका ऑब्जर्वेशन उसका रहेगा, क्योंकि वो लेंडर है ना, 25 साल से जो लेंडिंग करता है वो वही सब देखता है।
हाँ तो ये थोड़ा सा उसको एक्सप्लेन करके आप डाल दीजिए कि वहां पे आपने जो डिस्कशन किया इसके उसके साथ उसको एनेक्सर कर देते हैं। लॉजिक जो आपने अपनाया कि ये डेटा क्यों होना चाहिए, ये टेबल क्यों होना चाहिए, और इंटरप्रिटेशन जैसे बोल रहे थे कि उनको इंटरप्रेट करने नहीं आता, वो तो मेजर रीजन है ना कि एमएफआई एमएफआई कुछ समझते हैं, कुछ डेटा डालते हैं, और देन लेंडर्स कुछ समझते हैं, एंड देन कुछ भी नहीं होता इन बिटवीन एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए कि व्हाई दिस डेटा। तो ये मैनुअल उस सब चीज को हेल्प करना चाहिए कि अच्छा ये है, दोनों तरफ अगर है मैनुअल तो देन इट हेल्प्स। ऐसे करके वो वैसे कर, इस पॉइंट को देखो, इस पॉइंट में ये इंटरप्रिटेशन है, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट दिस डेटा इज फर्निश्ड, ऐसे करके अगर हम बोले तो ये थोड़ा काम थोड़ा सा आसान।
हर एरिया मतलब सिर्फ आपको 1000 एरिया के 1000 एरिया के इंटरप्रिटेशन करना पड़ेगा, दैट विल बी लॉन्ग है, कोई पढ़ेगा नहीं।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, हमको नहीं, मान लीजिए कि वो वहीं पे आके अटक जाते हैं तो
क्या होगा इसमें, तो संजीता के काम करना पड़ेगा आप लोग, बिल्कुल ही बता रहा हूं आपको, बैंकर से ट्रेनिंग रखना पड़ेगा
बैंकर्स की।
हाँ, व्हाट इज क्रेडिट रेटिंग एंड व्हाट इज मार्केट रेटिंग।
वो तो हम करेंगे ना सर, हम काफी दिनों से हम सोच नहीं रहे हैं कि करेंगे, बात ये है।
देखिए मैं आपको इनको बता रहा हूँ, मैं जब सिविल में था तो मेरे को इतना पता है कि वो कैसे धंधा कैसा का गरीब होता क्या है। फिर मैंने लॉन्च किया माइक्रो का ट्रेनिंग मॉडल, माइक्रो पर काफी अलग गरीब प्रोडक्ट ऑफ सिविल एंड सिविल का काम था, इसलिए सिविल ने सारे बैंकर को कनेक्ट किया, सारे बैंकर से अपना स्पेसिफिक स्टाफ को 2-2 दिन के लिए हम लोगों के पास ट्रेनिंग के लिए भेज दिया। अब जितने भी बैंकर जो भी आप माइक्रोवेव की बात करें उन्होंने 10 से 15 साल के सिस्टम का ट्रेनिंग अटेंड किया, ठीक है, इसलिए उनको मालूम है कि एमएफआई ग्रेडिंग कैसा होता है।
अच्छा,
हाँ, तो और हम लोग ने नाबार्ड को भी किया था। नाबार्ड के तो आपका जो लखनऊ का जो लखनऊ का जो ट्रेनिंग सेंटर है वहाँ पे 2 केस स्टडी किए थे, 3 दिन ट्रेनिंग था, 2 केस स्टडी किया था, 1 लाइव केस स्टडी किया। तो हम लोग वैसे वो अपना कौन है वो अपना जो उनका एमएफआई बंद हो गया ना जी, उसका चेहरा याद आ रहा है मेरे को, लेकिन उनका नाम नहीं आ रहा है। वो अच्छा इंग्लिश बात कर रहे हैं, अशोक का फेलो है, लखनऊ में बैठते हैं, ठीक है, उनका एमएफआई क्या नाम बताओ?
मार्गदर्शक ना? मार्गदर्शक
नहीं, मार्गदर्शक नहीं, वो अपना लखनऊ में बैठता है, उनका नाम क्या है?
विजय पांडे ऐसे बोल रहे हैं?
नहीं, वो विजय पांडे, वो तो बताओ बेटा, वो तो कैशो वाले हैं।
अच्छा,
एक मिनट, वो दाढ़ी बना है, वो फ्रेंच अशोक का फेलो है, वो फ्रेंच बहुत अच्छी इंग्लिश बात करते हैं। उनका एमएफआई बिकने वाला था, देखने के लिए सभी लखनऊ में रखते हैं।
अच्छा,
एक मिनट कॉन्टैक्ट हो, वो मेरे साथ टच में है, वो जैसे उन्होंने क्या क्या बताया। कंपनी का नाम भी भूल गया। जब हम लोग गए थे तो मैंने पूरे नाबार्ड के आपको लीची वीची खिलाया था, वो लीची में फंडिंग बहुत करते हैं।
अच्छा,
उनका नाम भूल गया, तो का फिर वो मालूम पड़ेगा तो फिर तो वो अपने को आप लोग को वो करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जो आप जितना भी आप डॉक्यूमेंट बना लो वो कोई नहीं पढ़ने वाला, क्योंकि सेंटर ऑफ इंडिया को मैंने सिंपल सा पूछा ना एटीएम को, इससे आपको वो ग्रेडिंग का फर्क पता है, बोला नहीं पता, हमको तो बोला यार, हमको तो 1 साल रहना है यहाँ पे, फिर चले यार, कोई मेहनत नहीं करता। तो इसलिए मेरा जो प्रेजेंटेशन जो मैंने बना के भेजा आपको 2 दिन पहले, डिफरेंशिएशन बिटवीन ग्रेडिंग एंड रेटिंग मैंने पॉइंट डाला।
सर वही रिपोर्ट में आ जाता तो आपने प्रेजेंटेशन जो भी बनाया है ना, वो सारे पॉइंट्स अगर थोड़ा थोड़ा करके मैनुअल में आ जाए तो उनका जो लाइन ऑफ थॉट है ना, तो वो एक के बाद क्या सोचते हैं फिर क्या सोचते हैं, तो वो काम हो जाएगा हमारा। डिटेल में तो वैसे भी कोई नहीं जाता।
नहीं, अभी मैंने क्या किया बताओ, मैंने अपनी जो बात हुई थी टेबल और आपकी, उसके हिसाब से मैंने वेटर शुरू करा। तो उन लोगों ने पहले अपना डिजिटल में सब खोल लिया, जैसे पब्लिक सेक्टर में इनको ऐसे कैटेगरी बोला, ये तो मेरा काम है, पहले लाइन नहीं लिखा है, ठीक है, फिर प्राइवेट सेक्टर में रिक्वायर्ड फिजिकल पीरियड बोला, ये भी काम करेंगे, बोला ये मैनुअल नहीं चाहिए, बोले तो उन्होंने वही भी इंटरप्रेट कर दिया कि मैनुअल लिखा है।
हाँ, वो वही है।
अपना जो मेजर इंटरप्रिटेशन है, वो मेजर इंटरप्रिटेशन इज कमिंग फ्रॉम डेवलपमेंट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस एंड बीएफआई क्या करता है, एमएफआई क्या करता है, उसमें है मिनिमम 10 करोड़ न्यू फंडिंग कैपिटल लिक्विडिटी, वो उसमें है, वो 25 करोड़ का पोर्टफोलियो में भी लिखा हुआ है। उन्होंने पहले जब पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक, प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक, अलग सेक्टर के बारे में बोला, ये रिपोर्ट नहीं चाहिए, बहुत बड़ा हुआ है, तो मेरे को रियलाइज करके मैं चेंज करके भेजता हूँ।
हाँ, ठीक है सर,
ठीक है ना,
ठीक है। और एक बार कोशिश करते हैं वो अर्पिता के साथ अपॉइंटमेंट लेने के लिए, वो तो सहवाल ने भी कोशिश की, नहीं हुआ।
नहीं, अर्पिता सीईओ बन गई है।
हाँ, सॉरी,
अर्पिता सीईओ है,
क्या है, सीनियर कोई पोजीशन में है, सीएफओ तो नहीं है। मुझे पता नहीं है वो क्या है, तो सहवाल ने मुझे बोला था।
ठीक है,
ठीक है,
चलेगा,
ओके सर, ओके।
आप आ रहे हैं?
मैं नहीं आ रही हूँ, सहवाल होगा, सर होंगे।
ओके, चलेगा,
ओके।